Oh, just the usual nonsense again. Got to set up the angle. Reckons I've been streaming for 390 hours. That's a bit of a doozy. I've never seen that before. Oh, what a load of nonsense. Right, what can you see? What can't you see there? If we put it like that, should be able to see what I'm working on. And hopefully not drop my phone. Yeah, this. If I just move it a bit like that. Yeah. That is a bit of a doozy. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway. To the side a bit more. That's better. Now you can see what we're working on. Excellent. Alright. Screwdrivers. There's no screwdrivers. And they bring in. Yeah, I can't remember where I put the bloody thing. Oh, there it is. Right. Hey. Oh. G'day lads and lasses. Apparently I've been streaming for 390 hours. I don't know how that works, but today we're going to try and figure out some of these electrics. It's been a while since I've done a stream. And we're hoping to change that today, but ugh, that's right. We've got to tune these ones because we got spark on the spark plugs. But they're, yeah, the engine's not turning over, so hang on, let me just camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And basically, so I saw on an online forum because basically when it comes to tuning, I've read all through that manual and it's told me nothing about these tuning screws. So I've had to really rely on the kindness of strangers on the internet, and they reckon 1.5 turns to 2 turns is supposed to be where it's at. So that's, so 1 click is 1/4, I think. No, that's half. That's a full. All right, 7. Apparently that's the magic number. So we'll repeat that on the other side. I can smell fuel, which is a good sign, because there's fuel in that tank. So before I take the tank off, I just want to try starting this one more time. Yeah, so I've got this on because I'm going to be doing some electrics today. Because I've gotten about as far as I reckon I can get with the motor. So there, that's half. That's 1 full turn. And that's 1.5. Alright, let's try it. Who knows, maybe it'll fire up, maybe it won't. You'll be able to hear the noise it's making anyway, and hopefully there's an expert in this chat that can tell me what's going on. Like, we're getting compression. And it sounds like it wants to start. It's been doing that the entire time. It's been like sounding like it's wanting to go. Just put that on it's prime. Don't need choke. I'm going to keep that accelerator off. Alright, sometimes it does that. see, I don't know what any of those sounds mean, so if someone knows, please post it in the chat. You're on, that's prime, yeah. Maybe, yeah, I think I just don't have enough fuel in the system, to be honest. So I can smell petrol, so it's definitely, petrol's getting in there. Oh. It's speeding up. Something's happening. See, I don't know if you remember, if you've seen the previous streams, there was at one point this engine was fully pulled apart and I had no idea what I was looking at. And now it's sounding like it's wanting to start, but it's just not quite getting over the line. Oh. Something's happening. Holy shit, something's happening. All right. I can smell fuel. This is definitely fuel getting through there. Far out, those are hot. And it's like, oh, I don't really know what's wrong with that egg. I'm gonna have to disconnect all this anyway because I've got other stuff to do, but we'll give it a rest and we'll try one more time and we'll keep our hand on the starter until it does something exciting and hopefully just blah, 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 and then runs out of fuel because there's fuck all fuel in there. Excuse my language. And it's very hot today, so all right. And you know you want to do it. Oh, it sounds like it wants to get there, but it's not quite getting there. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I've got to remember to turn that ignition on. The amount of times I've left that ignition on and had to recharge the battery because of it. All right. It's turning. That's the thing too. This clutch just doesn't seem to want to engage. Because there's supposed to be a neutral indicator. And there goes my dog howling. The siren's gone past. Yeah, I hear her. Alright. She's dramatic, hey? I think the clutch cable needs to be adjusted, but alright, that didn't work. That's okay. I think maybe the issue is because it's not in neutral, possibly. I don't really know. Something to do with the actuator arm. I did have a quick little Google search today. Alright, now we're going to turn this off. Because that... Oh, it's still got fuel in there. Oh, what do you reckon? One more try? It's got fuel in there. Fuel in there, I reckon one more try. I'm just going to keep it tilted to the side like that. I'm not putting the choke on because it's not cold, it's actually quite warm at the moment. I'm going to hold that. Just got to position this in a way that's going to get the most fuel into there. Alright, I reckon if I did that. Okay. Of course, now it's not good. Yeah. Kickstart is not a hand start. Anyway. Oh, now it's not going to do it. I can't believe you're doing this to me. Well, there's no leaks in the carburetor because I'm not getting fuel come down. And I will quickly, before I do anything else, just double check that we're not... I can't smell fuel. I can smell a little bit of fuel, but I can't smell it strongly, so I don't think we're flooded. quickly check this spark plug and make sure it's not all fouled up. Smells of fuel. Spark plug might be a little bit wet. There's a tiny bit of fuel on there. Because yeah, I don't know if any of you are subscribers to my channel. You would have seen a post an update last week. My car broke down on the way back from the drive down south. Had that car for 7 years, and that car's 12 years old now, and that's the first lot of trouble it's given me. No idea what's wrong with it, because again, I'm not very mechanically minded, but yeah, car broke down, so I currently don't have a vehicle. I'm currently driving around my partner's vehicle when she's not using it, and I want to have a vehicle of my own. Now, I don't think I'm going to get this bike, you know, roadworthy and ready to go in the space of however long it takes them to diagnose what's wrong with my car, but I want to at least be getting somewhere in case the worst case scenario they can't fix it or it's too costly to fix and I have to have a vehicle of my own. At least I will have one if, you know, the motorbike works, if it wants to work. Alright, let's try that again. Why are you not moving? Yes, stone. See, I reckon that's not neutral, because that wheel's still spinning. That wheel's not supposed to be spinning. So I reckon, because I'm 99% sure these will not start if they're in gear. But if I pull that clutch in and turn that, see, it's still moving. So yeah, the clutch, because the clutch cable is too long. I already know this. I'm going to try it anyway. Come on. Yeah, I reckon I might just have to. Before I try and start it again, I'm going to have to get that clutch cable looked at. That's alright. That's alright. We can work with that. Well, in the meantime, I've got to get this off because I've got rewiring to do. And that thankfully pulls off quite easy. And I did have. Oh, the spanner. Where have I put the spanner? Right. Oh, no, that's right. I'm using the ratchet for it. Okay, this is going to piss fuel everywhere the moment I take it off. So. How hot are those? Not as warm as they were before. Why is there so much pressure to that? Oh shit. I didn't really think that through, did I? Was it stupid? I've got to be quick then, because I'm absolutely soaking this rag in fuel and I don't want fuel fucking everywhere. There we go. He says, and he spilt fuel everywhere. Yeah, there was a way to turn this thing off. That's the thing, the fuel tap doesn't really have an off switch. It's only less or more. There's no off. Alright. Well, that is very cool on my hands at least. I need that today. It's freaking warm. Alright. I'm going to need another rag. I'm not using the one I'm sitting on because it's the woolen blanket. I like my woolen blanket. Okay, so that must be our off switch. Well, I already know I'm going to have a look at like the float level and the carburetors at some point. That can go way over there while it's soaked in fuel. Just in case it catches fire, it's not going to be near the rest of the fuel. Get this out of the road. Oh. Yes, it wasn't bolted down. Bad behaviour, bad habits. But, okay. 10 mil. Yeah, you can just wait there. Alright, I'm going to grab another rag because it's unleaded everywhere now. You know, unleaded, it's great for your skin. It's not bad for you at all. It doesn't strip the pain of everything that touches. And it's not unleaded. I don't know. All I know is that I have spilt fuel all over this thing, you know. We're attempting to start the engine for a little bit until we get that clutch cable fixed, which is another video I'm going to have to watch and then another live stream I'm going to have to do because, again, like most things on this bike, I have no idea what I'm doing with it. So where do you get threaded through? You have two parts. One goes to the lights and this one to here. Alright, so I presume that's the part that goes to the lights. Maybe. So we should have pink, blue, red and yellow, brown, pink, and that's blue, red and yellow. This one connects. Oh yeah, hold on, I think I remember that. And there should be one of those connectors in where the headlight was, which there was somewhere with you. I'm sure it's up with me. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's pink. That's a dark green. It could be black or dark green. This is the problem working on old stuff, I suppose. That's the thing. Now I've got this new switch block. This one here that I've chucked on because these ones are all they're worn out and they're stuffed. Didn't come with wiring instructions. It just rocked up. It was kind of like, yeah, just figure it out. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, slowly. Do it very slowly. Well, the pink is pretty obviously a pink, so I know I can start with that one. Now, allegedly, you can work with these tools. This is where I'm going to need the head torch, because very thankful that all these ignition coils are all new. There's a condenser in there that's new. Had a surprise visit from my brother, whom I hadn't seen for many, many years. Came back from Germany, and he's like, "Oh, this is your bike that you've been working on." Yeah, it is. And he's gonna have a look, and he's in town for a couple of days, so he figured he'd have a look and give me a hand, and has absolutely sent my my progress on this so fast. Because before, like last live stream I did, it just wasn't working. Like I couldn't get anything to work. Well, that's really strong smell of fuel there. Are you dripping out the exhaust or what? I'm just hoping I haven't like diluted all my engine oil, because that would suck. And then get it started and then it bloody seizes up on me. But yeah, like I'm gonna have another attempt at get that clutch cable, because I did see that today that they were talking about. There's a possibility that if you can't get it engaged into neutral, it might not start. It might have like a lockout on it. And the fact that when I was turning it, then the back wheel was moving. Not when it was cranking trying to start, but on the kickstart it was. So makes me think that maybe the clutch cable needs to be fixed before it does that. And then, you know, like I'll try a bunch of things, and if it doesn't work, I'll take it to a mechanic and then do it. So I'd rather try and, you know, save myself a bit of money and do it myself. But in the end, if I don't know what I'm doing, it's best to let someone who does know what they're doing have a look at it. Anyway, sorry, we've got some chats there. We're here to witness you. Yes, no, he has. He's it was really good to see him. He looks very, very healthy, which is I suppose probably a weird thing to say, but for those who don't know, he used to be like massively into gym, and he still looks like he goes to the gym. He doesn't. He's just healthy living. But yeah, no, he's been good. He's been very good. And he's had a fair bit of fun over in Germany and learnt language. He's bilingual now, so yeah, it's good. It's very good. So he reckons he's over here for a holiday, but we'll see. Australia is pretty hard to leave, I suppose. Right. So there is a clip in there. Can't really see it all that well though. I don't really have anything thin enough to get down there because I had to replace my master cylinder, like do a reconditioning on the master cylinder with the brakes, and I went through so many of these like cheap precision tools that you can get. I broke so many just trying to get this broken circlip out. It was ridiculous. Sorry that I keep shining the light at the camera, but I mean, it's not actually going to hurt your eyes, is it? Who knows? He sound angry when he speaks German. No. When he speaks German, it's weird. It's like he's known German his whole life. It just sounds like normal speaking. It's crazy. But yeah, he's introduced us to a couple of German words that are really funny, like the really long ones. And if you say them angry, they sound funny. Which I suppose most languages have their little quirks like that. But yeah, there is a clip in there, isn't there? I can't bloody well see it. Oh, hold on. Show us that. I think I might have just found it in one of these. That might be it. That's it. Red and yellow. No, that's not it. That was worth a shot. That's a thing, maybe. Don't tell me I have to get a whole new block. I don't want to have to do that because I can wiggle it, so it's definitely locking onto something. I'm just not sure what it's locking onto. That's the thing, they don't make a head torch that's like sits at the ideal angle. Realistically, if you want to get an ideal angle with any kind of torch that sits on your head, it has to like sit right in front of your eyes. Oh wait, you can get glasses that do that, can't you? Yeah, no, you're right, man. Go enjoy your dinner. Say hi to the fan for me. Because I can rotate it so it's not a slot that the clip clips into. Although on these, there is like a little, I don't know if you can see that. No, it's nowhere near close enough. There's like a little rim right near the top there. So I have a feeling it's something that goes into that rim and stops it from moving out. I'm hoping it's something that goes in there because there's absolutely no chance I'll get it out if it is. But looking down one of these, it doesn't look like that's the case. I think maybe, I thought maybe if I just pull on them. Oh. Okay. I was thinking there's got to be no clip. Like it's got to be something to do with just push fit, and that's exactly what it was. Well, the more you know, hey, the more you know. All right, well, so we have a pink one out. And I'm just wondering if it should be like I go one out, one in, one out, one in, or if I should just take them all out, but then I'll have a tendency to forget which one's which. So, lucky for me, good old manual that's full of most of the things I need to know. Has a wiring diagram on it somewhere. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we are at switch block, which is not switch block. Handlebar switches, that one. Main switch, No, that's main switch. Flasher relay is there. Handle switch left, which goes into the, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 6. Why does it have 6 switches? That don't make a whole lot of sense. Oh no. That'd be, that's 4. Oh, fuck. I don't know. One of them goes to the horn. So that's saying it's only got 5 that goes into one of the switch boxes. Looking for pink. P. It's got to have a P going into it. Blue, brown. Shit. What's CH? Chocolate. Okay. Those ignition coils get bloody warm, don't they? Handle switch. Brown and white. Brown. Where's the pink at? Because that's like spliced. Obviously, they've connected that for whatever reason. Are we just gonna have to take an educated guess? I think we might, because I'm not seeing a pink wire show up on the wiring diagram. Old mate that I bought this off of did the wiring. I've seen some pretty shoddy wiring in my life, but it's not like I can do a better job. But if you just stuck to the wiring diagram, that would have helped greatly. So pink, where does that even go? Why don't we'll do it this way. We'll backtrack. So we've got pink wire here. And you go up to and back into the wiring. No, that's what the why. And then pink. Oh, well, that helps. Actually, that helps a great deal, because now we don't have to take an educated guess. We just have to sleuth it. Shit. Well, considering we're not using this anymore, we can actually start to take some of the stuff apart. Oh yeah, another thing I found out today too, the reason all the screws are stripped on this bike is because it's Yamaha, an old Yamaha, so obviously it was assembled in Japan. Apparently Japanese Phillips head screws aren't Phillips head screws at all, so that's why all the screws are stripped out, and why I've had such a hard time taking things apart is because whoever has worked on it previously has stripped the screws because they're using Phillips head screws on screws that aren't Phillips heads. Phillips head screwdriver, you know what I mean. But it's our horn. That still works, right? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, my horn doesn't work. It did work before. Oh well, it's not working now. Okay, so we've got red, green, yellow, blue, 2 yellows. Let's see a pass light. So where's this pink go, Harry? Alright, I see ya. See, this is again, no mechanical knowledge. I've got no idea with wiring, but we're gonna try anyway. I think that pink. And it's okay because we're not reusing the switch block, so we can take it apart, and I don't have to particularly remember where everything goes. Unless someone wants a free switch block, you can have it. Don't even have to pay me for it. You can just have the bloody thing. So that's the old indicator switch. I am going to try and keep some of these things together. just in case, you never know, at some point in the future, I might have to put it back together. I hope not, because I'm not doing a very good job of remembering where everything goes, but at the very least, when I go to recycle everything, because I like, much to the annoyance of a lot of people, I like to take things apart fully before I recycle them, because there's no point putting something that's like full of plastic and metal and aluminium, nice, steel and aluminium and brass and all these things in the bin, and it going to a recycling facility if they can't fully take it apart. You can probably argue, oh, different melting points of metals, they can just melt it all down and separate it afterwards. I don't think it works like that. I have very little knowledge and experience around the world of, you know, casting and pattern making, but I'm pretty sure from the little brief experiments and forays into that world that I've done, that, for example, if you melt brass too hot a temperature, the lead cooks off, and then you get just a build up of toxic bloody fumes in your house, which is not something you want. Pink, that's horn. That's the one. That's the one. So we're looking for, where goes the horn? Pink. Oh, it's right there, right in front of me. Bastard. Okay. I should probably get a pen so I can tick these off as I do them. So pink, you go to the horn. Put it in the square hole. If you know that video, you probably have a chuckle right now. I'm sure someone out there is. Okay, how hard do you have to push these to get them in? It's probably a specific tool for this. Not just, you know, your fingers. Where's that all gone? Where did I put it? I reckon I might just have to throw that in there. Yes, that's not going to connect. There would have to be a specific tool for this, surely. Don't call me Shirley, you reckon? All you got to do is get over that lip. As soon as you're over that lip, we're good to go. Come on. I'm going to grab the pliers, because maybe that'll help the process along a little bit. Oh. What are you doing? You little rabid feral animal. Sorry, I'm speaking to my dog. It's in the background. No, you probably can't see it from there. Nah. Bells, come here. Come say hello. Come here. There she is. This is Bella, everybody. Yep. Went on a walk before and it was quite hot, and she came back and went straight into a pool. She loved it. Okay, that feels like that's getting somewhere. I don't like that technique though, of putting all that pressure on the wire. Maybe if I got like a pair of tweezers or something really small, like say a Phillips head screwdriver. Just, no, it didn't work. Something to like hold it like a pair of chopsticks. If anyone's got any tips for putting these pin type connectors in, would gladly take suggestions on how to do this better, so I don't completely damage the wires that I'm trying to rewire at the moment. Man, that really does not want to cooperate, eh? Still come back out. Oh well, they can sit in there for now because they're coming out easy. So, all right, pink. So then we're looking for, well, next to pink is blue, which goes to our front flasher left, which is turning that way, which would put it that way, which that would sit like that. So that would make connection with one of these points. Anyway, it's supposed to be blue. And that looks more, no, or is it supposed to be black? It's black, okay. So that's black, and we should have a black on this one, but we don't. We have a chocolate and white. Look for a black wire. Oh wait, you already know where the black wire is, Stooge. You just looked at it. Okay. It's one of these ones. Get that out of the road. It's earth. So that's flicking it that way, which means it's this one here, which is a chocolatey looking colour. Yeah. No. That's not it at all. DG, dark green. Do we have a dark green switch? Yes, we do. Okay, I get it now. We're looking at it from this way. I sort of half get it. I don't actually fully get it. That is black though. So black's been swapped out for one of these colours. I don't think it's a chocolate and white one. Okay, well let's just go by process of elimination, shall we? I know you come out if I pull on you hard enough. Maybe you don't. Maybe I did do something before, but I was not doing it. Oh, hold on. Yeah. If I push on this, that should help remove it, shouldn't it? No, maybe not. Ah, no, that's not it. There was something I did before. I don't know what it was. I did something though. Something I did before worked. Yeah, there's obviously some sort of clip in there that's retaining that in place. Maybe it's a matter of lift and pull. Nope, that's not it. Maybe it's this way. Well, it's going to be one of those nights. Really worry about damaging this wiring, but that looks like it's actually been done properly compared to what I'm trying to deal with. Definitely hasn't at some point. Because again, this thing has sat somewhere for many, many years. I know there is something that's keeping these inside. Maybe if I get like a Phillips head, really thin one. Oh. Okay. The idea I got Phillips head. This is a hammer. Use it as like a punch. Punch it out. Come on. Without, you know, damaging the nylon. I think it just made it worse. Not the nylon, I just made the connection stick in there even harder. Far out. Okay. New idea. Maybe I've got to like re-crimp these back in. There's probably someone watching this that actually knows how to get these out, and they're probably just thinking, mate, you are butchering it right now. Ow. I'm just thinking maybe, because there is a break in these rings, so it makes me think, yeah, pulling on it doesn't really work all that well. So maybe you got to pull it back, not pull it back in, but crush it back in on itself. Because the whole idea of like that little opening on them is maybe that once they're pushed through, you expand them so they don't pull back out. And as I say that, it sounds like that would actually be fairly bloody plausible. And they're brass, so they should cooperate fairly well. Alright, try that. Get a grip on it. There we go. That's the way. We figured it out. Excellent. Trial and error. Does get you somewhere sometimes. We've got 5 more to go. 4 more to go after that. So we know that one goes. Yeah, let's just throw it around there so it's not too much in the road. Push on it a little bit more, and get this one. Let's give it a bit more push on the steel so that it doesn't break anything. All right, chocolate's in. Next one next to chocolate and white. Brown, white. There we go. BRW. That one there. Any of these colours actually match the ones that we're trying to do? We've got a dark green. Is that a yellow and red? That's just a yellow. We've got a light green, and we've got that chocolatey colour, which is that one there. That's dark green. And then chocolate. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's all a process of elimination. Sweet. Then we'll make sure everything works, obviously, once we plug it all in. But now that we know, think we know how this works, this should be substantially quicker now. Crush it, and then get a good grip on it, and then thumb on that, pull. Oh no. First one I tried with that came out pretty quick. Makes me think maybe there is a clip in there that I don't know about. She knows, not me. Man Who Sold the World, great song, you should look it up. That one does not want to come out. Ow. Put a lot of pressure on that and it didn't move. Crush that there. And crush that there. Maybe that's the thing, because I'm just crushing it near the mouth of it. I need to actually go further back. No. It's not cooperating. I'm getting there. maybe get around the back of it. Lever and pull. There we go. That one was very uncooperative. Yeah, so it's that's definitely it. You gotta crush it in and then pull it. So that's chocolate. Chocolate go in. Thank goodness for small screwdrivers, to be honest. Let's not do that because I feel like it's going to go skip straight over that, straight through my finger. There we go. So they're not all the way in. They're like pushed in enough that they're not going to come back out. Dark green. Got dark green. Right. Thread that around there. Crush it. Yeah, breaking the nylon block because it's older than me. Tough old nylon block, tell you what. Tougher than me. Okay. Alright. Then, the road. Very good pull. Yep. Oh, that one's not going to cooperate. So then after that, I went like that. Went in there, pushed down. Went there and pushed up. And then got back in there. Pushed down. Wrapped my finger around it and then pulled. It's being very wary that that feels like that's moving around a lot more now. Come on. Maybe this needs a bit of extra pulling power. I have something to like leave that against. Oh, there we go. Far out. These things are just being very uncooperative. Yeah. Now here's the tricky part, because I don't know. I'm presuming the yellow I can replace in the yellow and red. Just double check that. Red yellow, which is why where are you? Thumb hurts after doing that. Red yellow. Hold on, what's the old one? Yeah, red yellow. And on the switch block, red yellow goes to allegedly earth. By the looks of that. Let's see what colours are involved in this one. Yellow, white. And that one's just yellow. There's no white band on it. And red yellow is not showing up on this. But it probably is, I just haven't found it yet. Because that happened with the other one, I couldn't find that either, so. So it definitely goes into the switch block, we know that much. The black, we've got DG, whatever that is, dark green. CH is chocolate, brown, white, black, pink. One of these ones will be red, yellow. It's red, yellow. Oh, why? Naturally. But that, red, yellow, which goes into LB, which is blue, black. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare up all of a sudden. I just heard something move in my shed. Oh, it's a beetle. I thought it was a rat. I was getting ready to grab something and throw it. So that one goes over there. No, that's black and blue. Red, yellow shows up there, but it doesn't connect to the switch block apparently, but it's right there. So I'm telling you it does. But what colours are we missing? So, what colours have we pulled? We have pulled brown, white. We have pulled chocolate. Yeah. pull dark green. We have pulled pink, where that one's gone. So then we only have 2 colours left. There's dark green, chocolate, brown, white. That was brown, white, yeah. Black we haven't pulled. And wiring diagrams can be confusing, can't they? It's chocolate, pull that. It's also chocolate. Wait, no, it's not. It's black. Yes, chocolate. That one's pink. Christmas Beatles. Scared the crap out of me. I never lost where I was. Alright. That was black. We've pulled that. That one is brown white. We've pulled that. That one goes that way. That's chocolate. We've pulled that. That one's dark green. Pulled that. And this one, pink, we have pulled. So there's an extra wire in here. So I don't know what. Earth, isn't it? It's got to be earth. But that's only 5 wires. No, because the only one I haven't pulled is black, but we don't know which one's. It's either yellow or green. Now, hold on. Oh, because I haven't put dark green in yet. Oh, far out. I was like, oh crap, I've got 7 wires. I don't. I just had a brain fart. Like a silly stooge. Alright, don't stab me, please. I'm not really in the mood to be stabbed at the moment. Alright, dark green's connected. Just making sure I haven't reconnected the wrong wire. Alright, so don't get extra confusion. I'm going to clip these off. We'll chuck them there. So that way I know that those don't need to be reconnected. And same with the pink. Pinks. You're done. You're done. Okay. Pink doesn't need to be reconnected, neither of those. So the only 2 we have remaining are green and yellow. I would presume yellow is going to go where the red-yellow goes. But red-yellow, yet again, does not show up on this bloody thing. Dark green, where's red-yellow? So we have a switch block there. The red-yellow goes into the switch block. And know this. LB, light blue. No, blue, black. Yellow. Oh, okay, so the red-yellow is supposed to be the yellow. Okay, well then that only leaves... Why would dark green replace... white green replace black, though? That doesn't make sense. What's the consequences if I wire this wrong? Don't tell me, I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. So that one there. Oh, that's actually a lot easier to tell once you turn this thing over. Okay. And this is one less thing that has to be done. Once this is done, it's one less thing. And then we just got to test it, make sure it all works. Which is, this one is lights and turn signals. So, there's also a block connector that goes into the headlight, but I haven't shown you the headlight yet. That thing is a bloody mess. It's ridiculous. There's crud everywhere. It's just, it was like when I pulled the clutch cover off. There's proper something nesting in there. Spiders probably, and I'm not the biggest fan of spiders, but they're long gone, whatever spiders are in there. I went camping the other day and there was a massive huntsman in my camp. I wouldn't call myself arachnophobic, I just prefer not to be around spiders. Yeah, they give me the heebie-jeebies. They rustle my jimmies and not in a good way. You're going to be painful because you're right in the middle of 2 other switches, 2 other wires, I should say. Pardon the damage. Alright. Let's crush you just a little bit more. And a little bit more this way to make it a bit more round, because at the moment it's not. Oh, so how's everybody going with their Christmas shopping? We're trying to buy a house, so I don't really have a lot of money to spend on Christmas presents, but there we go, it's done. But I have started making Christmas presents because I did it last year. Bugs, oh, that's a cockroach. Ew, away from me. Anyway, I made a bunch of Christmas presents last year, and it was actually a smash hit. So I'm going to be doing it again this year. Alright. I've already started, and I reckon it's better. It's a bit more personal, and like honestly, it's not bad for your wallet either. Especially in this economy, like everything costing the way it does, and the cost of living being what it is in Australia, and I'm sure everywhere else around the world. Yeah, it's good to have a little bit extra money to spend on other things like motorbike projects. Nah, you're saving up, and it's always good to have a bit of money spare just in case something comes up. Because emergencies are never planned; they just come about. They happen in their own time. I reckon. Oh, come on, you're this close to. I was dreading putting this thing together. So I thought this was going to be a massive pain in the bum. It's actually not being bad. It's a weird looking beetle. I've never seen one of them before. And again, I've only been down here 12 months. All the plants and the bug life is like, yeah, there's similarities to North Queensland, but a lot of it's just different. It's like a different world being down here, a different country. But I love this place. I love work. It's great. I think it's perfect for me. Well, maybe that'll change in the future, but I know that southern downs around this sort of area. Oh yes, yes. I still reckon that's not right, but you won't know. You won't know until. Oh, don't stab me in the palm. I need my palm. Okay. Switches is in. I don't know if I can test them. I think they'll at least touch. So what have we got here? What we've just connected is all the stuff in there, except there is one that runs to the headlight from this wiring harness. But that's the thing, it doesn't specify what belongs where. Oh, I forgot to thread that through. Oh wait, no, I can still fix that. Please let me fix it. Oh, thank goodness. I was about kicking myself then. Okay, so we got a whole other half switches and crap that need to go in there somewhere. So let's. Oh look, we got 10 minutes. We may as well stuff around with it, see what we can do. Look at this. Look at the headlight. That thing is a bloody mess. So that's what we're working on now. We have migrated to here. Grab all this crap, throw it in the bin. It becomes problematic, blows all across the yard. You have to go find bloody washers and screws and nuts the size of my pinky nail. Which I don't particularly want to do. Alright. Grab our handy dandy tools. We probably need. Okay, And we're back. A wiring diagram. Got these. Look at that thing. That is a, let's get a real close up view. That is a mess. For want of a better term, it's a mess. Hey Sarah, how you going? Good to see you again. Yeah, I'm trying. I honestly am trying to fix it. But, yeah, it's, as you can see, it is clearly a mess. Oops, that's right. Like, there's stuff that's been on the floor of the shed for, I don't know how many months now, and I really just want to pick it all up, but I can't pick it all up until it's done. So, where's this second part of you goes in through here, which is that one. See, this is right. There's dead spider shells, there's fucking cobwebs and crickets, and there's like a whole ass beetle. There's a whole ass dead beetle there. This thing's a mess. And this is yet another good argument as to why I should buy an air compressor. And I should really show Hannah this so she knows why I'm buying an air compressor. Anyway, I don't even know what these spiders are. Whatever they are, they're long dead. Alright, so second half. That one's all been taken apart. So that's, but this, and that's that one there. See, whoever did this wiring bill. Bloody bang up job, mate. Bloody bang up job. I'm grabbing some zip ties. Try and get some of this crap out of the road. And then when it's actually all put together, hopefully we can do a better job of not having the wiring harness look the way it does. Keep losing track of where I'm supposed to be at. So I'm looking for, should be a switch block, a 4-pin connector. That's not it. Looks like a relay of some sort. That looks like a 4-pin connector. I think maybe that's the one I'm looking for. No, that's from the other one. That's not it. Keep that there for now. That's for so you should just pull straight out. That's all the headlight, head display unit stuff. Alright. No, that belongs to something else as well. 6 pins. So I only found the one 4-pin connector, which is mildly problematic. Without what I can do. Look at all this crap, man. Honestly, I'd probably just better off replacing this entire head unit. The body. I can't even take this light bulb out. That's how old this stuff is. We can disconnect that and try. I do have meat on those pliers somewhere. Better off grabbing them. Oh, look at that. My brother used these and he fixed them. They actually work now. That sounds like an elephant beetle. They're just a cheap pair of pliers. And he has somehow fixed them. I don't know how he's done that. So that's Nick through and through. He just fixes stuff. That sounds like an elephant beetle, eh? I love elephant beetles. No, that's not one to disconnect. I think I'm gonna have to take out oops. One of these things. Ugh. Yuck. It's disgusting, covered in cobwebs. Ugh. I know I can somehow take these out. How are they captured in there? Oh, they're literally just pins. Okay. Ah. Yuck. Ew. Ugh. I just want to disconnect this light bulb, but it's just spinning around freely, minding its own business. I'm probably going to have to get a replacement light too. Stanley. Huh. That's just not what I'm not playing ball, you know? Let me just somehow. My hands on there. Lift it. Come on. Come on. Ah, there we go. Alright, can get that headlight out of the road. Ooh, probably shouldn't rest it on the glass, but what choice have I? Okay, let's try and figure out what in the hell is. Man, that is a mess. That is a bloody mess. Yeah, nearly. I'll be up in a sec. Yeah. That is ridiculous how that looks. I think that might have to be something we do next episode. Yeah, I really need an air compressor, Sarah. It's beyond ridiculous at this point, the amount of crap I've had to like manually clean out by hand rather than just blow it out with an air compressor. I just want to try and... Yeah. That's the thing, I can't really pull this. I've got to pull this unit off. But then if I do, I have to put everything back through at some point. And like that's going to be a lot of effort to do that. No, there's a whole thing here that's not even connected to anything. But it's a connector. Oh, hold on. No, it's from a different one, bruh. And that wiring goes back into there, so that's probably got something to do with the indicators, but why? Why is that attached to a separate harness? Okay, you know what's probably going to help is if I actually pull on that. Oh. They've done me dirty. I think the whole idea for this is that it plugs into a different, because these are like these snap point connectors, which yes, they're similar to what I want, but that's only 3 of the 4 wires that I'm supposed to be connecting with this 4 pin. And they're a different type of connection. Joy. Well, on that wonderful, stirring, great, exciting note, we are going to end the live stream there. So, can't say we didn't have a red hot crack, but I think there's just a little bit too much at the moment that needs to be done for me to get done in 15 minutes. So, thanks very much for popping by. Yeah, well, we got some of it done. So hopefully at some point we can actually get this thing running and on the road. Still smells like petrol in here, so I need to get more petrol and see if I can run that. But before I do that, don't let me forget I need to do the clutch cable, because I'm pretty sure that's the culprit, is that it's in gear, and that's why it won't start. So, because it's trying to move the wheel as opposed to just move a cog in the engine. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Thanks very much for popping by, and ta-ta. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. That's weird.